Hello there,
Yeah,
Challenger Coach in here. So we are looking at the rank 1 Lee Sin player in EU West. These are his runes as we can see. And he likes to go for the Moose Stopper, Seedling and the Potion. Now in here what happens, I'm gonna turn on his side of course. Everybody just starts walking out of the base, he's guarding his side. Um, and let's watch what's happening. So he's just simply guarding every single possible area in case there is an invade or maybe they're trying to steal a camp, whatever. Now he's hovering a little bit upwards because there might be an invade or something, so he wants to actually follow it up, I suppose. Yeah, he does walk up, but the issue is the whole enemy team could be around, so it's like it's a bait, right? Like when you see this, maybe he can salvage it by getting a Kusante kill. Let's see. He flash Qs, really good flash Q. We see he flashed through the Gragas, so he can get a Q on Kusante. He picks up the kill, and he's looking for a disengage. Ari can maybe give him a possible disengage. Ari didn't charm start. Mm-hmm. That was a bit bad, right? Because there wasn't like clear vision. Like Renekton himself taking this fight, it's not a great idea because most likely it's just a bait towards the enemy comp. Most likely, so I think like taking the fight was bad itself because the whole enemy team comp just could show up, right? But that's fine because at least he got one kill. Life goes on. Sadly in here he did get actually killed. Maybe if Ari Charm started then he wouldn't be, right? But then it's more difficult also to get a priority in lane, right? Maybe they managed to get a kill. Let's see. Not much yet. Okay. So he has a set advantage right now. Right now he has a longsword which will slightly increase his clear speed by like maybe at max like 5 seconds, something like that. He also Q started, so he has a bit more DPS as if he would like W start, right? Also his Q recently received, I think on PP, or is it on live yet? I think it's live. A damage buff, which is kinda good. It's an extra AD. He finished it, he made his E, right? He doesn't go defensive, he puts a point in his E, which means that he can clear a teensy bit faster than with W. Well, not a teensy bit actually, because this is 120 damage, right? And even though it's more unhealthy, Gragas is usually not an invading jungle, so of some random level 2 gank you should not be scared for something in your jungle. Invade, my bad. Also, it helps a lot to clear these AoE camps like Krugs and Raptors Yuri, so it's highly recommended for you to actually just make Yuri, right? In here, he is the whole like Raptor camps, he clears it, and now what he's looking for, either a mid gank, because we can see it with our eyes that the guy is low, and if he can't pull off a mid gank, he could look top, but top is already dead, right? So he's most likely looking for a mid gank. Now, watch out what he does. He doesn't like W's in. What the guy is trying to do is just he's queuing into the minion, W's into the Talon, eSIM, and basic attacks him. That's a very consistent way of killing him, because it's a game of guessing. If he would W forwards, he needs to guess his Q, right? Like he needs to hit his Q, but like this, it's just a W forward and an E. That can be a consistent kill, or he has no W. He doesn't W for some reason. Wasn't that in range? WE range? It is. It is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not sure why was he hesitant. Maybe he got minion blocked a little bit. But now, watch out what he does. He's checking in case his red is up. After all, bot lane did indeed leash, and I don't suppose that it should be up. Is it up? No, it's not up. Like at this point, Greg is supposed to like already finish his camp, right? So he even tried to check this. So Greg has had a weird pathing, right? I think if I reveal the map, he had a very weird pathing. He started wolves into... well, that's a really weird pathing, right? I suppose he did this to avoid a possible Lee Sin invade, right? Okay. I thought he started from both sides, but apparently he actually just went for a wolf start into a bot gank. Now, interesting enough, what the rank 1 player did, watch, when he noted Gragas is possibly around, right? Um, what he did is just he pinged actually cautiousness, right? He pinged, right? He constantly pinged because Gragas could be around. Now his teammates didn't really respect it, but he at least he pinged it, right? He even pinged Gragas, right? So he did as much as he could, but if people are dying, so sometimes you can't do much about that, right? You just accept it. Maybe he could then try a possible counter gang, but he didn't exactly like know that Gragas is bot side, right? He could then like clear from like bottom to top because his Qs didn't hit here and here, right? So it wasn't like 100%. Okay. Because Gragas went for a very confusing pathing, right? So it's hard to tell. Okay. So he's trying to get something done on top lane apparently, as I see, yeah. But Renekton already kills the guy, no? Does he? One more swing? One more, yeah, he does. But now he's looking for an invade. That's insane. So watch out how he plays as well, by the way. So because he has a Bard priority, he really easily can invade this, even if Talon is here and this Anti can't intercept. So this is a consistent invade, right? And he knows that his blue is supposed to be up because he moved his camera on bot lane and he only saw that there was actually a red on Gragas. And he knows for a reason that his red didn't get stolen, right? So it could not be the enemy red, right? So in here we can see the red on Gragas, right? So that gave off the idea, oh shit, he don't have blue on himself, so he may have his blue up here. He's also level 3, so you can count his CS, right? Because he didn't have his raptors, he obviously didn't have his red and his thing up, then it obviously means his top side should be up, right? It's very obvious if you check his CS count as well. Okay. And skip forward. In here he gets, of course, his Cutlass Scrap to get his level 4. He's trying to go for some level 3, but it's not really possible, so he skips that. He doesn't care. But now he can go for a really good invade with the Bard priority, right? And watch out what he types in the chat. He asks for help, which means either Ari or Bard rotates, right? He's pinging Bard. Because Bard wanted initially to go on top lane on K'Sante, which is fine, but Renekton can already kill him, so he doesn't like necessarily need help, right? Like as I see it, Renekton just smashes him. And so what happens in here, really smoothly in the invade, he queues in. He tried to predict the Gragassi, right? So this was like a prediction, he tried to like W in front of Gragassi so he can't escape. But Gragas turned sideways and he hid out, right? So you kinda have to guess it in higher ranks. Where the enemy champion wants to dash away, like Y or Gragas, this type of abilities stop at the first target, right? So with Lee Sin you can kinda guess it with your ward W, and then you can possibly pick up a kill into this type of champions like Gragas and Vi. Okay, here I do believe he did outsmite the Gragas, if I'm correct. He's looking to fight. I think he's fisting the Gragas, no? I was one more basic, that's so unfortunate. Couldn't Bard just like throw in a Q or a... Did one basic attack, but... Maybe if he looked for a Q, then it would be a kill, right? I think Bard could ban Q in here, then just like walk upwards, eat through the whole thing, no? Maybe it was a bit bad that Bard walked away, right? Maybe if he throwed in a Q, then that would be a game changer. Because Talon can't really kill anyways the Bard, he just ease away, you know? Ease through this area and then he's out, no? Yep. That was like one Bard key off now. Let's skip. He got his whip, of course. He's building towards his gold drinker, generic Lee Sin item, right? Nothing special so far about his itemization. Alright, so he's clearing his raptors right now. And I do believe he's patting towards the Drake, because top, I don't think so he wants to be top lane when they got such a strong early game Drake, right? He does pat towards his Karags, I guess they're kinda good to take. I suppose
So
Bard
what
will...
mistakes is he making? Does he just play perfectly?
I think he did some mistakes here and there, but I think in here I would rather pat downwards, maybe get Raptors, Wolves, and
Oh, how comes?
he could ban like tell his teammates to like I suppose ward the Drake, and that would be great, because then Gragas doesn't snatches it away. I just feel like this
Sure.
Drake is like strong early on, right? Like they could really easily secure it, no? Or Gragas is kind of fat though. Because
I think it's good to get vision on it.
top
Because I
is
think
not
Lee can
really
1v1 Greg. Yeah.
top is not really diveable or anything. So being top side is like whatever. Then I just don't know. Like, do they try to dive the Scusante? There's no way. Like, this guy has 90 armor or a shield, the other is no way, right? Wait, they really try to dive? There's no way. That's... This guy has 1k HP, 80 armor if I'm correct, a little bit of healings. He has a shield, a W that reduces a lot of attack damage, CC in his kit. Just don't know how do you dive. That's maybe if Renekton goes for a short trade now, but nah, not really. I mean, even now, like he gets stunned, but oh, did he just randomly give up his W? Where did he give up his W? I didn't even see it. What? I think he W'd like 4 seconds ago, but where? Because I didn't see it. So he missed his Q, but where did he W? Yeah, so he did hit his Q, but where did he W? Oh, in here. But he W'd for nothing. He thought he can pull the Renekton. Oh. But still, like, it's still kind of hard to be ganked, because this guy is very tanky, you know? They don't have enough damage, I think, no? Or? It's a flash. But even that flash is not really worth, right? Like, I think Sante, if he didn't randomly W, then it wouldn't be even close, right? Like, I think his thought process overall, like, going top lane, I think his thought process was, like, gank this guy or dive him. But, like, from the Crux camp itself, it just looks like we cannot do anything with this guy. He's just too tank, right? Yeah, he has a refill, like, nothing we can do, right? So, like, in here he went for a random W, but I think if he holded it, it would be gankable, right? So maybe he's kind of like hoping that Renekton can make the guy hard engage on him, but the tower is so close and he has flash up, so getting that flash is not worth anything. Yeah. Or did he even have to flash? Like, what if he just like presses his Q? I don't know, honestly. What if he just presses his Q and just like knocks them up? Like, wouldn't that do enough? I'm not sure. Because they have no abilities and Cassandra still had 366 HP. Like, wouldn't the Q be enough? Then he doesn't even burn his flash, no? Or... So even now they're kinda trying to force in that dive, but the issue is Renekton is not too much of a win condition into this comp, right? And I don't know. Like, because Renekton, like Cassandra could be 6 anytime soon. He's not 6 soon, but this feels to be really forced. He has W ads. I don't know. Renekton hasn't got 50 Fury yet. Soon he will have, I guess. But this is very... I don't know, guys. This is very risky ads. I mean, happily they got it, right? Happily. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe if Cassandra Biscuit had, but I won't overthink it now, right? Lol. Yeah. But just even so, like... Oh, Talon actually did rotate as I thought, because he was missing forever, right? From mid lane. Like, it took them 30 seconds still to kill the guy, and in 30 seconds Talon always rotates to 1-for-1 it, so... At the end of the day, I don't know how worth it was, because I think in the meantime Gragas could then take the Drake, because I think he was for 30 seconds on top lane, no? Something like that, something like that. He stood a lot on top side, that is. Then eventually, like, they really had to commit for it, because I guess, like, the guy would collapse on them, the Talon, right? So... And in here, what happened? He just, he's just looking for a fight mid lane, good Q, right? Ari managed to hit her charm, and this is a good all-in. Well played on this part. He's looking for a dive on Talon, because he has no R, I suppose. Renekton will get 6 soon, and that would be a really easy dive, if I'm correct. He's 6 soon, yeah? Or... They camp for Gragas, but where's Gragas, by the way? Like, is he AFK? But no, he's not. But what did he do, by the way, meantime he banned? Like, did he just see? I don't get it. Where was Gragas the whole time? Because I'm thinking about it, he didn't get a Drake
No
down.
idea.
Like, it's weird, because Gragas didn't get anything done. Meantime, he got a top kill, he got a mid kill, and don't know. in here they are hovering for the dive because the Renekton is very good at diving with his ult, his W, right? But I suppose K'Sante takes the zoning or whoever wants. Oh no, he's here. What? Oh, I guess it was a bug. Okay. So he's looking for a kick right now, if I'm correct. Oh, good ult on K'Sante's part, but he gets kicked and yeah, he gets insect and he dies. Okay. I think this is not on manual. Yeah. I feel like in here he could ban take Herald, maybe no, or let's see if Gragas does something. Gragas doesn't really. I mean, couldn't he take Herald? Because it looks like he wants to take the Drake, no? The Gragasaur. He has Gordon Curse, so I think his recall was like fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Gordon Curse, so that should be good enough. I think he's looking to contest his bot camps and Drake, I suppose, because he's very, very strong with these items. That's what I assume, no? Yeah. He's looking for a steal because the enemy bot lane is low on mana, a bit low on HP on MF, right? So this could be an easy contest. He also takes some Drake damage, right? Which means that Gragas is less healthy in this type of Drake fights because of his passive nerf, right? So, yeah. Yeah, his Rika was actually really good. I just thought they can finish this Drake faster before Lee Sin arrives, but Lee Sin just arrived. So, yeah, I think it looks fine. Because I was pretty much sure that Gragas had so much time in general to take the Drake, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. But I guess you don't have like enough damage, right? So Lee Sin just arrived. Okay, they picked up the misfortune, well played on his part. And what do we do now? Do we take red? We take all of his camps right now because he has Goldwinker, he has a lot of control over the enemy jungle. And because he's in this position, it's really good. Because his ult will be up in like 30 seconds, which means he gets these two camps. He can hover bot side, maybe look to kick the Zilean. Because we can see the MF is dead and the Zilean is alive, right? So Zilean is even roaming mid because he can't do much on bot lane right now. And meantime, like MF comes back, that will be an isolated heal for us, right? Because Zilean is not 6 yet, so he can really easily look for an insect. Yeah. So I think he will just hover bot side, right? Yeah, Zilean even got revealed. So he will just hover bot side for MF, and that's what they are looking to collapse on. Because if the enemy AD carries out of the game, then this will be a good game for us. Yep. I mean, good portal, but you can't do much with that, can you? Yep. Skip forward, so let's see what's his thought process. I think he's looking for a top lane gank or something. Something like that, I suppose, something like that. Top dive, I assume, yeah. Renekton has his 6 right now, Ace 8 I mean, but he has his ult. It's a really easy dive, right? It's a really easy dive because Renekton got the trade in as well. Okay. He missed, I think, a little bit with... but K'Sante has W and ult upside. I guess K'Sante doesn't ult, neither W's, okay. Yeah, because in here, what if K'Sante W'd? I think he wouldn't be kicked by Lee Sin, right? And Lee Sin would be also stunned under tower, but... I guess possibly would die anyways, right? Because Lee Sin has a lot of damage, so... Well... Maybe he could then go for some type of outplay the K'Sante. Because if he W's the Lee Sin ults, he gets another W to reduce his damage, right? So... It's like... He would maybe like outplay it somehow, right? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Oh, he flash slows for nothing? No, actually it does he flashes, he heals, but... Oh, but he almost got him, man, what? Wait, there's no way he exactly knew that, right? Look. He almost got the guy. Look. He was very low, he flashed, because he thought he can outplay or something, right? And then he record drinkers. And he gets 310 HP. And he actually almost got the Talon, he just died in his Q animation, sadly. You see? Almost. Yeah, almost. But, yeah. Yeah. Couldn't he just W away, by the way? Or he didn't have his W? I'm not sure. Let's see, watch it. Like in here, he queued. Did he W himself or something? Like in here, he still has W, right? Oh, he W's the cannon, And then he gets caught, sadly, Yeah. I mean, I guess he should have flashed then the bombs, because he had flash, right? Because the issue is that if he gets picked up in here, even if he gets the Talon kill, what's gonna happen? That's 800 gold he's gonna give away, right? So at this point, because Zilean flashed, he has to flash as well, right? Like he can't greed it. Yeah. I mean, Zilean had ult, right? So to be honest, like, would Talon even die at the end of the day? Probably not, right? Yeah. So, yeah. The Zilean could ban just ult on us, so it's like very inconsistent, right? Okay. There was like one inconsistent play. Let's keep watching. He brought some control wards, one control ward. He's building towards his Black Cleaver, generic Lee Sin item, right? Let's move on from that. And he's just clearing, I suppose. He's clearing and looking bot lane, looking for some type of play, I assume. Like, if you would be in, like, in this Lee Sin's, like, game, what would you do instead of him, Coco?
What's he doing right now?
What would you do, like, instead of him in this game?
When? At what time?
Right now, for example.
I think what he's doing now is good. He shoved out mid for Dragon
Uh,
Bio. I don't think he should spend too much time top.
I mean,
Just
there are
try and
4
push
many
him up.
top, maybe he can pick up something, no? Or?
Yeah, but if he goes for the wave now, he'll lose Dragon.
Look, people are. I think he can
Now he
win
has
this.
to go, yeah.
Like, Gragas is low on mana, has no ult, right?
How
Flash.
fed is he?
He has items, you know, like, I think he could beat the Cassante at least.
He could beat this Kesante. I don't know how many people there are.
I think he can outplay really easily.
He shouldn't go in here because he's gonna lose drag if he overcommits.
Yeah,
So
but
he should back off for here.
3 people are top side, and the thing is, like, we have 2 people to cover Drake if 2 people go to Drake.
Yeah,
no?
but if he dies in this all in, even if he gets a kill, he's still gonna lose drag.
I mean, that's
Because
kinda hard. That's kinda hard to assume, cause Gragas has no ult, he's low on mana, right? So he can at least maybe throw in an E. But
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's possible, but instead of like having to analyze like the situation and see if they win, it's like you can just take the safer play and not commit. And that's what he does.
how much till Drake? How much till Drake? What is it with them?
It's in like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So yeah, I think what
Bar...
he's doing now, it's a little bit troll. But since Gragas is here, it's fine.
I mean, it's weird because doesn't Zilean still have ult? Yeah, he does. He just has no mana. He has mana, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, doesn't Zilean all the time have ult for this type of plays? You know, like. Yeah,
It
yeah.
just looks like a fiesta right now.
Yeah, actually, because Zilean had ult, right? Like, even previously he had ult, if I'm correct. Like, even in here he had ult, no? Yeah. Like, if Zilean
It was
has
just
ult, yeah.
Playing for fun.
Yeah, like, it's just because of the Zilean mental blockage. Like, you can't go top lane because of Zilean. Like, he's just gonna respawn someone that you're gonna kill, you know? So at this point, it's just not even worth it to try to dive or something, you know? Yeah, actually. Because Gragas could eat him, I guess, and yeah, Eldrick would be probably better. There's just like too many mental blockages. But this looks to be a bit of a bad lacing game overall. Well, bit. So I get Lee Sin doesn't go like too well into Cassante and Gragas these champs, right? But into the rest of them, Lee Sin is kinda okay, I guess. Ooh, does he pick him up? He does, nice. Okay, but his team and he did pick up some kills though, like kinda good. Does he go Merc Threads now? I assume something like Merc Threads and Black Cleaver or cooldown. Okay, he wants to go
Yeah,
for
I
a
think
lot of
Black Cleaver
damage.
would be good here.
You know,
But they have a lot of burst. I
yeah,
wonder if he goes like a Dead Man's maybe.
right now he went Ionia, and you know, I like Ionia early because like you can Q in, then your Q is somehow up again, you know, it's like you permanently have Q somehow.
Yeah, I agree. I think he gets more tanky from his abilities anyway, so you don't need like
Like, I
you don't
mean,
need like
just think about it, like W
tabbies.
spam, more shield, more healing on basics, right? Then the more damage you deal, the more frequently you deal damage, the more you heal out of Gore Drinker. And also Gore Drinker's cooldown goes down with like Ionia boots, so it sort of matches plated steel caps, you know? So it's kinda like the same, kinda. But I assume like a Mercrez wouldn't be bad if you think about it, because they got CC and AP damage, wouldn't be bad, right? He just like picks up the guy, huh? You really good ult on Bard as well. It was a really good ult from Bard, because if Lee Sin goes too low by chance from the tower, then possibly Talon could kill him or someone, right? So maybe mid lane there could be a possible fight, right? He's looking for a pick on bot lane, maybe MF will step up for CS, then he could look for a collapse, or... No? MF is mid, then who has Zilean? But Zilean has R. Even Talon could be killable, no?
Yeah.
Nope, nothing really. Nothing really. Play Rikas, he gets his Hexdrinker,
He's
yeah.
super strong now. Now
Yeah,
he can force fights
yeah,
and
he
just
got...
beat people.
Yeah, he got Hexdrinker, because as I said, like some MR would be probably good into them. Uh, but I assume like their AD threat is a bit bigger than AP threat, no? Because they got the Gragas, Zilean, but that's all really. Maybe Xante some magic damage, but I think their AD damage might be bigger threat, especially when Xante ults, right? Like, I don't even know if it was worth, honestly. Heavy armor would be a little better from my opinion. But I guess like like Talon does nothing because he gets just kicked away, then I guess like MF ult he can jump away from MF ult, right? So it's like, yeah. Maybe kick away MF or something. So like, you know, like they always have the Bard to ult the MF, which is like really good, so she can't ever get a good ult off. So that's a big mental blockage for MF.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like all sorts of CC, right? Like everybody has CC in that comp except like Ezreal, but Ezreal just sees away from MF, I guess. So it's like, I don't know, MF doesn't look to be too playable into the enemy comp. Plus they also have like a Gragas and Gusante that could possibly like push someone out of the ult, you know, of the MF. So MF is a weird pick in that comp. I never heard, by the way, of this Razork Activo player.
Oh really? Yeah, he's on a pro team. He's pretty good.
Does he get like paid like 10k or something?
I'm not sure. Not sure how it affects him.
Like, do you know which country he's from?
You could just Google his name. It'll pop up.
I mean, is there a way? But yeah, but he has a specific letter in his name. That's right.
He's known. He's well known. He's
LOL Pros. He's from Spain, okay. Okay. Jungle in Spain, #1. Wait, how do I see my own LOL Pros? Oh, I don't have a profile, but... What? I'm not a LOL Pro. What? Well, society, I guess. So does he finish his Ma? He does. Then he builds towards cow field. I think he got two controls. I think it's because it's a Drake fight. He wants to have more dashes because the more controls you have, the more dashes you have. Because you're gonna have a lots of W's, you know, with this amount of cooldown. So I guess for more outplays, he went for more controls, you know. Yeah, yeah. And now I think they just have like high control over this Drake. Like, what can the enemy team even do? Honestly, not much, right? Not much, not much. Oh, is that the Q angle? Nope, he's just hovering like, you know what he does? Like, he's often hovering Renekton, because with Renekton for sure you can dive people, you know? I,
Hmm.
if you notice. And also like Bard is here, so like the dive is really easy, because if people are not fighting around the tower, then the tower gets ulted, and it's easy to like all in them, because they are very very fed, you know? So if the tower is deactivated for 2.5 seconds, that's a lot, right? I remember in the old times there was like a arm breaker that turned off towers. That was an interesting item. Ooh, Renekton gets shit on, but I think he dealt a lot of AoE, so maybe he could look for a play, or no? I think he's just playing for Drake then. I think he's just denying the big bounty from the enemy team or some, yeah. Cause this is their Drake, so it's almost sold, you know? It's like almost there, you know? Oh, the Q hits, yes, it does. He revives, he's looking for another kill, he misses, then he picks up the Zilean, I guess. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess like I pick the guy up or some. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Wow, a bit sleepy right now. So, 13-3-3. Do you think you could out jungle him if you had to face him in the jungle?
Maybe if I had like 5 cups of coffee and I just woke up, I'll have like a 20% chance of beating this guy.
Yeah, but what if you counter pick him, you know, like you have the counter champion? Would it be like 30% then?
Yeah, then it'd be like 30, 35.
Okay. Okay, but what if like he played with one eye closed though?
But he's playing Lee Sin anyways, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah. Like you had like I don't know, man. Like every like 1 minute, someone had to like bash him in real life with a stick. You know, like what would be your chances? They're like 40, right? In game, not in real life. In game, YouTube. In game. My bad. I had to correct myself. In game. Like his internet would go up like every 30 seconds, and it would be like 50%, right? If we add that all up together, right? Like, let's say you would also have like better teammates. That's like 60% already, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you would be on Adderall, that would be like 70%. It's just like you almost
Yeah,
won.
then probably high. When I get medicated, I have a good chance.
Didn't you already get Adderall though?
It's like on the way. I have to talk to them again.
Oh, I thought you already got the ADHD pills.
No, no, no. I'm just on coffee right now.
I mean, that's almost the same thing, right?
Yes, it's like coffee without the bullshit, but coffee has a lot of bullshit with it.
I mean, at this point, I would just not drink coffee. I think that's why I don't like things with negative side effects like coffee, cola. It's just like you're gonna feel good for a period of time, but then you kinda don't, you know? Like, you feel me?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, it's not worth for me. It's like cola, you know? Like, in these days, I never or very rarely drink cola because it's not worth for me to, like, feel like pure shit after, you know? Or it's like when I sleep like like 2 hours less a day. Sometimes I feel like pure shit, you know, for the rest of the day, and that's not really worth for me, you know.
I know what you mean. It just ruin the rest of your day.
Yeah. It's like when people watch TikTok in the morning. God, think my cousin
Yeah.
probably does that.
Jesus, that's the worst idea.
I know, cause I did it in the past, and it felt to be really, really bad. Well, I guess I'm used to typing GG well played lol. I even do it in the replay. Well, that's it from now, guys. Have a nice day.